Alright, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to change your default app to open files. Now I can hear you saying, why would I want that? Well, the reason you want to do that is because instead of opening up the app and then opening the file through that app every single time, you can just have it automatically open that app every time you open the file, which saves you a lot of time. So I have a file right here called video example. And in this file, a little video, there's an iguana. Cool. But let's say I don't want to open it in the default Windows 11 movies and TV. Let's say I want to open it in VLC. Well, one quick way to go about doing that is to right click on the file, look for open with, and then instead of just clicking VLC here, where, let me just show you, if you do click on it, it'll just open it in that app. However, if you go back and click on it, it opens it back in the default app, which is not VLC. So let's say I want it to be VLC. So I right click on it, open with, choose another app. So when I do that, it's going to give me a list of all the different video players on the computer. So I'm going to click on VLC, and then I'm going to click and check the box, always use this app to open MP4 files. So what's going to happen when I do that, first it's going to open it in VLC, but what it does for every single MP4 file that's on this computer, it will now open it in VLC. In fact, you can see this little cone here, which is the VLC icon. So if I double click on it again, boom, opening it in VLC. So now let's say I want to open it in the old Windows Media Player. Well, I'm going to right click on it, open with, choose another app. I'm going to make it the default in this example. So I'm going to click Windows Media Player, check, always use this app to open MP4 files, click OK. It opened on another monitor. Let me bring it over. Boom. And there it is. So that's one way to change the default app on a specific file type. So let's say you want to change more default apps. So first you need to get to the settings screen. So I'm going to click on the start button, and then I'm just going to type settings. So you might have seen settings one or two places on the start menu, but just by typing settings in there, it should take you right to the settings app. I'm just going to click on that and bring it right up. Next, I'm going to come down to apps, and then I'm going to click on default apps. So now in the default apps, let's say I click on .mp4. Great, now it says movies and TV, so MP4 file. If I click on that, I get that same window. I can select the app here, and it'll change it. Well, what if I wanted to do doc, a Word document file? So I click on that. Well, right now it's in Word. If I click on that, if I had other document software installed, I would have the option there. So let's say you have an app. You just installed Adobe Acrobat DC, for example, and you want it to be all PDFs. Well, so one way you can do that is to type .pdf in the search box up here and select Adobe Reader from the list. Or if I come down here to Adobe Acrobat DC and I click on that, well, now it gives me all these different file types that are associated with it. Let's say if I want to change one of those, PDF right here. If I click on that, well, I get other options, and I can change it here as well. So this screen's really helpful because when you have a fresh install of Windows 11, certain things like PDFs might default to Microsoft Edge. So when you install Adobe Acrobat, you're going to want to make sure, if you want all your PDFs to go to Adobe Acrobat, that you change the default app for PDF to Adobe Acrobat. A lot of times when you install software, it'll ask you if you want to set it to be the default app for various different file types. So let's say you missed that and you want to change it, well, you can come over here to do that. Or you can use the first method I showed you when you're looking at the file itself. So that's what I have in today's video. Thanks.